Jim, honey. I just walked in the door a few minutes before you. Would you like that chicken or the leftover spaghetti?
Spaghetti's fine.
Honey, what's wrong?
Nothing.
You're pale as a sheet.
It's just a long day. It's a crazy day.
Jim, it's 15 years we're talking here. Come on.
I just don't know where to...
What is it? Work?
No.
Well, what?
At lunch, I went to Finnegan's on 2nd Street.
And it made you sick. I told you that place is a health hazard.
Jerry.
I'm sorry. You were at Finnegan's for lunch.
I was eating by the window, looking right out of the street, and I saw it.
What?
I was surprised at how deserted the street was, especially for lunchtime, even on our little town. But there was this kid playing. Looked like an army or something. He'd crouch down, shoot invisible enemies across the street. I was enjoying watching him, eating my sandwich and watching him play. It took me back.
It's TV, movies, and the news. Just too much violence.
No cars on the street, and the little kid would just jump from the curb and blast away, and then jump back and hide behind one of those rolling trash cans.
It can't be a can if it's plastic.
Jerry, please.
Just trying to lighten things up. Well, what's got you so upset?
Well, suddenly a car came around the corner fast. The kid jumped out. The car hit him.
Oh, my God.
And the car took off.
Oh, my God. Did you get a look at the license?
No, I didn't.
You could describe the car?
Yes.
What did the police say? Was the little boy all right?
He's dead.
Oh, my God. Do you think the police will catch him or her?
I didn't tell the police.
What? Jim, what do you mean?
The driver was Ed.
Ed? Our Ed?
Yeah.
You're sure?
Yeah.
God, Jim, what are you going to do? I mean, he killed the boy.
It was an accident.
But he left the scene.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, Ed.
Yeah. When it happened, I saw the car wasn't going to stop. I was furious, and I started to take mental notes. When the car went by, then I saw Ed. His eyes were so round, white. I looked around the restaurant. No one else had seen it. I thought, I have to go out there and see about the boy. I got up. Just then, the boy's mother came running out and saw her son.
Oh, Jim.
It was awful.
What did you do?
I got up and left. I left money on the table. I walked out. I knew the police would come and talk to people at the scene.
Jim, you have to talk to the police.
Jerry, you know what that would mean. People would go to jail for this. Years in jail. Ed's been one of our best friends. You know how he helped out when I was sick, and when you had to tend to your mother, he and Mary took care of me.
I know, Jim, but the law...
Is Helen going to bring back the little boy? No, it's going to punish our best friends in the world. Our two families will suffer. The boys and Ed's, ours too. I can see Mary's face in the courtroom as I testify against Ed. Send him to jail on my testimony.
God, Jim. Jim, what if there were other witnesses? You said no one else saw. How do you know?
What are you doing?
It's almost 6. Let's see what the local news says.
12:23 a.m. WLTR Littletown. It's 6 o'clock. In R23 News, our top story involves a hit-and-run accident on 2nd Street this afternoon. 8-year-old Peter Granger was pronounced dead at the scene after being struck by an unidentified vehicle. There were no witnesses to the accident, though police want to question a man who left a nearby restaurant after the incident occurred. R23 will be following this story. Memorial services for young Peter will be held at Moore's Chapel on Wednesday. If you have any information, please contact the Littletown Police Department. In other local news...
Jim.
I know.
You have to go to the police. Tell them you were in a state of shock.
I was.
The longer you wait withholding evidence...
All right, Jerry, all right.
What if it's the police?
Invite them in. We'll get this straightened out.
Jim, look who dropped by.
Ed, what's up, old buddy?
Jim, my man, I was just headed home. I thought I'd stop in. Wanted to see if you might want to swat a few balls this Saturday. Get in 18 and then maybe... take the girls out for steaks.
Yeah.
What? You already got plans? We could do it Sunday. It'd be good to get out there and get some exercise. Hey, remember that game we had?
Ed.
What? What is it, Jim?
We need to talk.
Oh, it sounds serious. Hey, you're not going to remind me that time you caught me cheating.
No,
honestly, I lost
Ed, sit down.
I told you. What is it, Jim?
I was there today.
There?
I was having lunch by the front window of Finnegan's restaurant over on 2nd Street today, around 12:30.
I thought that was you.
You saw me?
Just a flash in the window as I passed by. It looked like you. You heard the news when they said a man left the restaurant before the police could question him? Well, I thought it might be you. I came by
What? To see what? To see what? Ed, you've got to turn yourself in. Why didn't you stop? I could have told the police the kid jumped in front of you. It wasn't your fault. Why did you leave?
I don't know, Jim. I don't know. I come around the corner, and there was this little boy right in front of me. There was nothing I could do. I hit him square on. I knew he had to be... I just panicked. I looked around. The street was deserted. I just drove on. And then I saw you staring out. At least I thought it was you. You weren't looking at me then. You were looking toward the boy.
I saw the whole thing.
God.
Ed, Jim's right. You have to turn yourself in. Brave it out. People will understand.
Oh, you're so naive, Jerry. I'll have to go to jail. My name in this town will be ruined. Mary will suffer so much. She has no right to be punished too. She's done nothing, but she'll lose everything too. She'll suffer worse than me. You know how she's involved in all these civic things. And when I get out, who's going to hire me? A town executive? Ha! I'll be lucky to be the garbage man.
Move to another town. Start over.
A man my age. I can't start over. I don't want to start over. I've worked too hard. I have followed all the rules. I've worked my way up. I cannot start over.
Ed, you know they're looking to question me.
A man who left the restaurant.
This isn't New York City, Ed. It won't be long before I'm identified. I've eaten there before. They'll track me down.
What are you going to do?
What you should do, Ed, go in and talk to the police. You can't ask Jim to be an accessory.
Oh, God, Jerry, don't give me your TV mumbo-jumbo. All Jim has to do is say he saw nothing. He didn't see the car. He didn't see the driver. Didn't even know there'd been an accident, which is why he left before the police got there.
Ed, that's just ridiculous.
Jim, you know how long we've been friends. You know all the things we've done for each other. You're my best friend in the world. I thought you were mine.
I am, Ed.
Jim?
Jerry, put yourself in my shoes. What if this had happened to Jim? What if it were Jim instead of me? You know I'm sorry. I'm sorry about all this. You can't know how sorry, but will me being ruined over all this, my life completely ruined? I made a terrible mistake, and I will work every day of my life to make up for it. I'll help the family secretly, of course. I'll do everything in my power.
That's all well and good, but it doesn't bring back that little boy.
Well, neither am I going to prison. How did 10 seconds? That's all it took. 10 seconds going around the corner, something terrible happens. You know it's not your fault, but you know it's terrible. Does a whole life led well equal one mistake in 10 seconds? A bad choice, 10 seconds and your life is over to some kind of crazy bad timing? Is that fair?
Bad timing?
Jerry, Ed, this has been eating at me from the moment it happened.
How do you think I've been feeling?
If I thought I could do what you asked and live with myself, you know I would. But if I lied about this, I couldn't. I could never look myself in the mirror. Our friendship would be over.
Well, let it be over. Just don't ruin my life.
And you did that when you ran. You know they'll come calling soon, and I just can't lie. I'm no good at it. I couldn't. I just couldn't do it. We'll go down together. You and me. We'll go together. We'll get through this together like we did when I was sick.
Except I'll be in prison, and you'll be free. Except my life will be over, and yours will go on.
Ed, what are you doing?
I can't let this happen, Jerry. I just can't. I cannot put Mary through it. I can't lose everything I've worked so hard for.
Ed, now, think about this. You're not a murderer. What you did today was an accident, but this is completely different.
Murder, suicide, the gun in your hand.
Now, it's you who've been watching too much TV now, Ed. Think about it.
I have, Jim. I've been thinking about it till I'm crazy with thinking. Now you're going to destroy me, and I cannot live with that.
Even if you could do this, it won't work. I told you they'll track me down. The man who left the restaurant, they'll find me dead. What? Suicide, murder, suicide? No one will believe that. They'll investigate. They'll question friends. Best friends. Instead of 4 or 5 years in jail, it'll be life. I watch TV too, you know. They can find traces on your hand when you shoot a gun.
Gloves.
You have been thinking. But there will be no powder on my hands.
After I'll have your hand pull a trigger, I'll put a bullet in the wall.
Ed, think about what you're doing. What will happen to Mary? What this will do to you?
Bye, Jim.
No. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry, Jim. I didn't...
It's okay. I know, Ed. I know.
I didn't know what I was doing. It's been a crazy day, Jim. Just a crazy day.
I know. Let's go down to the police station together before it gets any crazier. Okay? I'll be back in a while, honey.
You need me to do...
Yeah. Could you go over to Ed's, see about Mary? Let her know.
Okay, will you be...
Everything is going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. I'll tell him it wasn't your fault. You're a good person. We'll get you off the...
I'm sorry, Terry. I don't know what I was doing.
It's okay. Jerry understands. Let's go, Ed.